পৃষ্ঠা 201 continued. True false type. Choose the correct option. 1. A. Riders to the Sea is written by J.M. Synge. B. The play is a comedy in one act. C. It was written in 1902 and published in Yeats magazine sometime in 1903. D. It was produced first in 1904. Answer. A, C and D are true and B is false. Question 2. A. Riders to the Sea opens in a small Irish cottage. B. The stage setting suggests a modest kitchen with some familiar objects. C. Nets, oilskins and spinning wheel are unfamiliar objects in the kitchen. D. The only familiar object to be found in the kitchen is white boards. Answer. A and B are true and the rest and C and D are false. Question 3a. Riders to the Sea written by J.M. Synge is a tragedy in one act. B. Nora is preparing a cake in the kitchen. C. Nora is the younger of the two daughters of Moria. D. The play opens with Kathleen's words. Answer. A and C are true and B and D are false. 4. A. In Riders to the Sea, Kathleen is about 20 years old. True. B. Kathleen takes out a bundle of clothes from under her shawl. False. C. The bundle of clothes was recovered by a fisherman in Donegal. True. D. The bundle was handed over to Nora by the young priest. True. Question 5. A. In Riders to the Sea, the contents of the bundle may be the clothes of Michael. True. B. In the opening scene, we become aware of a third character referred to as, quote, she, unquote. True. C. The girls want to open the bundle before their mother, Moria, false. D. In their brief encounter in the beginning, the girls mention Bartley's plan to start a business. False. Question 6a. In Riders to the Sea, Michael plans to go to the sea. False. B. Bartley plans to go to Galway Fair to sell horses. True. C. The young priest will not stop Bartley. True. D. Moria is sleeping as nothing touches her. True. False. আবার পড়ছি. Moria is sleeping as nothing touches her. False. পৃষ্ঠা 202. Question 7a. In Riders to the Sea, Kathleen and Nora mention Moria's sleepless condition at the beginning of the play. True. B. Moria appears to be a happy mother. False. C. Kathleen and Nora want to conceal the bundle of clothes from Moria. True. D. Moria allows Bartley to go to the sea. False. Question 8. A. In Riders to the Sea, Moria's misery is revealed through her meaningless protests, fault-finding and irritability. Answer. True. B. As soon as Moria appears, she accuses Kathleen of wasting the turf. True. C. Kathleen fails to explain why she needs the turf. False. D. Moria believes that the young priest will encourage Bartley to go to the sea. False. Question 9. A. In Riders to the Sea, Moria is the antagonist and the cruel sea is the protagonist. False. B. In the play, Kathleen and Nora function like a chorus in Greek tragedy. True. C. In dealing with Moria, Kathleen is more tactful than Nora. True. D. Nora informs Moria that the young priest will stop Bartley. False. Question 10. A. Riders to the Sea by J.M. Synge presents an unequal fight between Moria and the sea. True. B. The play is based on a real-life story that Synge heard from an islander. True. C. Moria does not try to dissuade Bartley from going to the sea. False. D. Bartley finally decides not to go till Michael's body is washed up. False. Question 11. A. In Riders to the Sea, Bartley enters to take the bread for his journey. False. B. Bartley needs the new rope so that he can use it as a halter to ride the horse. True. C. Bartley's words indicate his determination to go. True. D. Bartley is unmoved by Moria's pleas. True. 12. Question 12. A. In Riders to the Sea, Moria advances her pleas to stop Bartley from going to the sea. True. B. Bartley accepts Moria's pleas and changes his decision. False. C. Moria says that if Michael's body is washed up while Bartley is away, there will be no male member in the family to arrange the funeral. True. D. Bartley argues that neighbors should come forward to arrange the funeral. False. 13. Question 13. In Riders to the Sea, Moria tries to appeal to Bartley's sense of duty towards his mother and sisters. True. B. Bartley decides not to answer Moria's question regarding his duty. True. C. Kathleen argues that it is the life of a young man to be going to the sea. True. D. Nora supports Moria's stand. False. 14. A. In Riders to the Sea, the symbolism of the red mare represents the forces of life and vitality. True. B. The grey pony symbolically stands for death. True. C. The color of the white rocks suggests life. False. D. Moria's vision of Michael suggests Bartley's return. False. Question 15. A. In Riders to the Sea's repetitive use of the color black in quote, black feet, unquote, quote, dark night, unquote, and quote, black knot, unquote, create the effect of lyric refrain. True. B. Bartley's use of the dead Michael's shirt shows the link between the living and the dead. True. C. A good rower and fisher leaves behind only his coat. False. D. Nora describes the sea as calm and quiet. False. Question 16. A. According to Nora, Moria is fonder of Bartley. False. B. The priest has been described as young all through. True. C. According to Kathleen, the priest can foretell convincingly. False. D. Moria accepts the priest's words. False. Prishtha 203. Question 17a. Kathleen and Nora supply information and make important commentary. True. B. The use of language and speech rhythms of the Aran Islanders forms the basis of Singe's poetic drama. True. C. In the cottage kitchen, the objects represent the simple life of the Aran Islanders. True. D. The reference to cake shows the high social status of Moria's family. False. Question 18a. It was the common superstition that the sea usually returns a dead body in 9 days. True. B. The Aran Islanders paid great emphasis on a proper burial and rituals of the dead. True. C. The invocation to God and reference to Moria's sleeplessness suggests Moria's intense anxiety. True. D. Moria has been suffering for 9 days because Bartley is missing. False. Question 19a. Moria's character develops from aged and weak condition to the state of calm resignation. True. B. The reference to the wind from the south and west suggests the increasing deterioration of the weather. True. C. Moria accepts the truth that it is the life of a young man to be going to the sea. False. D. Moria's pleading with Bartley serves to emphasize the family dilemma. True. Question 20. A. Moria's vision of Michael suggests that Michael is already dead and Bartley is fated to die. True. B. The identification of clothes ensures Bartley's death. False. C. Moria recollects a series of deaths she experienced in her life. True. D. Moria, after losing all the male members, feels a hopeless freedom from anxiety. True. Question 21. A. Nora thinks Moria is fonder of Michael. True. B. According to Kathleen, Moria is simply so exhausted that she cannot lament for Bartley. True. C. Moria prays for the peace of the departed souls only. False. D. Finally, Moria learns the truth of human mortality and limitations. True. Case-based type. Choose the most appropriate alternative. Question 1. If Nora would speak in a loud voice at the time of her first entry, it would answer, awaken Moria who was lying down. 2. If the bundle of clothes or Michael's body was not recovered, Moria and her family, answer, could not be sure of Michael's death. 3. Had the sea been calm, answer, Bartley would not wait for Michael's funeral. 4. Had Michael not been missing for 9 days, answer, Moria would not lament and spend sleepless nights. 5. If Moria would know Kathleen's real motive for climbing up to the turf loft, she would, answer, not accuse Kathleen of wasting turf. Question 6. If on being accused of wasting turf, Kathleen had not readily come out with the excuse of baking Bartley's cake, answer, Kathleen and Nora could not hide the bundle from Moria. 7. if Bartley would not take the beat of new rope? Answer. He would have no halter for riding down on the mare. 8. If Bartley would pay heed to his mother's pleadings? Answer. He would postpone his decision to go to the sea for some days. Prishta 204. Question 9. Had Moria not seen Michael? Answer. She would not forget to give Bartley both the bread and her blessings. Question 10. If the counting of stitches in the stocking would not help Kathleen and Nora? Answer. They would fail to resolve that the clothes belonged to Michael. 11. If the grey pony would not knock Bartley down into the sea? Answer. Bartley would go to Galway Fair, sell his horses, and return alive. 12. If Bartley would return alive? Answer. Moria could not say that, quote, there is not anything more the sea can do to me, unquote. 13. If Moria would not be quiet after her struggles and lamentation for Michael for 9 days? Answer. Nora would not think that Moria was fonder of Michael. 14. If Moria, after losing all the male members, could not elevate herself to the rank of universal mother? Answer. She could not pray for all the departed and living souls. 15. If Moria, through her personal experience, could not learn the lesson of human mortality? Answer. She would not realize that no man at all can be living forever. Relationship between statement type. Select the option that shows the correct relationship between statement A and B. Question 1. Statement A. In the opening speech, Nora inquires of her mother. Statement B. Nora is worried about her mother. Answer. Statement A is true, but statement B is not the reason for statement A. Question 2. Statement A. Nora speaks in a low voice. Statement B. She was suffering from a cold and cough. Answer. Statement A is true, but statement B is false. 3. Statement A. Nora takes a bundle from under her shawl. Statement B. The young priest gave the bundle to examine if it is Michael's. Answer. Both statement A and statement B are true and interrelated. Question 4. Statement A. Moria is unable to hand over the bread to Bartley. Statement B. She has a vision of Bartley riding the red mare followed by his dead brother Michael on a grey pony. Answer. Statement B justifies statement A. 5. Statement A. Moria believes that the young priest will stop Bartley from going to Galway Fair. Statement B. The weather is bad and the sea is roaring. Answer. Statement A and statement B are independent of each other. 6. Statement A. The parting of Bartley is ominous. Statement B. Moria is unable to say, quote, God speed you, unquote, to him. Answer. Both the statements, statement A and statement B, are true and interrelated. Prishta 205. Question 7. Statement A. Bartley's death is a release. Statement B. It liberates Moria from the wrath of the cruel sea. Answer. Statement A is the effect and statement B is the cause. 8. Statement A. Moria accepts the fact of death. Statement B. She realizes that death is inevitable. Answer. Statement A and statement B are true, and statement B justifies statement A. 9. Statement A. Kathleen and Nora put the bundle of clothes in the turf loft. Statement B. The bundle inflicts pain and suffering to them. Answer. Statement A is true, but statement B is false. 10. Statement A. In the big world, the old people to be leaving things after them. Question 10. Statement A. In the big world, the old people do be leaving things after them for their sons and children. Statement B. In the Aran Islands, it is the young men do be leaving things behind for the old. Answer. Both statement A and statement B are true and antithetical. Diagram-based type. Complete the following diagram by choosing the most appropriate alternative. Nets, oilskin, spinning wheel, whiteboards. What? Answer. Cottage kitchen of Moria. 2. Question 2. A girl about 20 finishes kneading cake, wipes her hand, begins to spin the wheel. Who? Answer. Kathleen. Question 3. A young girl puts her head at the door of the kitchen, speaks in a low voice. Who? Nora. Answer. Nora. Question 4. An old woman lost her 6 sons in the sea, lamenting for the 9 days. Who? Answer. Moria. Question 5. Hands over to Nora a bundle of clothes, predicts that God will not leave Moria destitute with no son living, thinks that if the clothes are Michael's, he has got a clean burial. Who? The young priest. Answer. The young priest. পৃষ্ঠা 206. Question 6. Determined to go to the sea, took the new rope to make the halter, advised Kathleen to sell the pig with black feet. Who? Answered. Bartley. Kathleen and Nora open the bundle. Question 7. Kathleen and Nora open the bundle, examine the shirt first, count the stitches of the stocking. Result? Answer. They resolve that the clothes are Michael's. Question 8. Moria's husband and father-in-law, Stephen and Sean, Seamus and Pat. Question mark. Answer is Michael and Bartley. Mind map. Riders to the sea. 1. The sea is a force, both a giver, livelihood, and taker, life, symbolizes nature's indifference. 2. Moria's grief. Lost husband and 5 sons to the sea represents a mother's pain and strength. 3. Bartley's fate. Last surviving son ignores warnings, meets his inevitable death. 4. Belief in God and fate. A mix of strong faith and acceptance of destiny. Constant prayers and blessings show their reliance on God. 5. Symbolism. Whiteboards, preparation for death. The rope and horse, signs of Bartley's death.